He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Chiefs and the Steelers, next on Madden Football.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. And a very Merry Christmas to you. We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. And time to add one more gift under the tree. Off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, two-time regular season MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC, Greg.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. If they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On 4th down, on is the Chiefs' new punter for 2024, Matt Ariza. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their cerebral quarterback from the University of Tennessee, Joshua Dobbs.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Dobbs. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. Offense. It was 3rd down. On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. Back deep, Xavier Worthy. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. At their own 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That is hard. He gets the hook up with Rice. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner, so that's a really important throw.
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just 1 challenge for the remainder of the game. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Right back to the air for Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Dobbs to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. He's going to look deep for Adams. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. Dobbs now to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They put Wilson in motion. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now Dobbs. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Here come the Chiefs and last year's Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, for their next drive. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Right back to Kelsey again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So after 1, it's the Chiefs on top. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's dropped off for Pacheco.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing, Dobbs. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
I really like this play design. They're trying to match up the speed of this running back versus the linebacker in coverage, but do it vertical down the middle of the field. And when he can get that matchup, they feel that's advantage offense.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run out of the gun with Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call.
Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Dobbs. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now the veteran, it's Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up.
That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now, the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. He'll go right and find his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. 2nd down and 8. Now, Mahomes. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And a short pickup past the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Dobbs. That's to the rookie out of Michigan, Roman Wilson. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run it here with Warren. He will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down and 3. To throw is Dobbs. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Back to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Dobbs to throw. And he finds his tight end Freiermuth. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the...
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Dobbs in the pistol. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Here's a 3rd and 10. Patrick to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Like you can see, he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Dobbs now to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Gray is the motion man here. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mahomes. That's to the rookie 1st-round pick, Xavier Worthy.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. When he gets up and running and he really finds his groove in this league, this scary offense just got a little bit scarier.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still little work to do now on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw again. That one taken in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Patterson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Dobbs. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing, Dobbs. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Dobbs. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the air one more time. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down. You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Dobbs. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Desmond King.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. A short one caught by Kelsey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Look them up on a second down and 8. To throw is Dobbs. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. first and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Holmes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores. And it's first. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the defense has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They are getting closer to win 11 on the season, playing their best football here late in the year. Going to start this drive with first and 10. So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it will be a very Merry Christmas indeed as they get the victory on this December night. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.